Pro boxing fans here with Super-Featherweight Charles Frankham, Charlito as they call him, some of the boys over here in Loughborough call him. Charles, you know what, I'm going to say this off the bat. I came to see you in Campbell a couple of months ago and you were this quiet, young lad inside your shell, and then today I've chilled with the team, we've gone out for breakfast together, and man, you're a character, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave you to sort of tell the fans, but let's talk about this new location for yourself, moving from Surrey to here with Angel Fernandez's new setup in Loughborough University. Just talk to me about this.
Obviously, it's a great setup. The facilities here is unbelievable. Obviously, it's a pleasure being here with the team as well. Kez, Richard, obviously Angel, our new coach, our new member, Nicola, and obviously we got what's the other guy's called? I forgot his name.
Richard?
No, you, Kazakhstan. Sultan. Obviously, Sultan's not here at the moment, but he'll be here soon. Yeah. And obviously, it's a great team at the minute. Touch wood, we get Joshua down there as well. Yeah, get him in for a bit of sparring.
You and him sparring?
Definitely.
Don't want it, does he? You don't want that.
He don't want it.
You don't want it.
I've already put a bluff on Richard anyway, he's scared.
Let's talk about how frustrating it's been for you recently, because the last time you fought, it's been over a year since you fought. I think last time you fought was in June 2019.
Yeah.
I spoke to Kes just earlier and he fought in November, and he's itching at the moment to even get out and throw some competitive punches, but with yourself it must be even worse.
Well, yeah, obviously I was out with an injury as well, so obviously that put me back a little bit, but touch wood, I'm back now, I'm getting back to my old self now with my movement and everything. I'm feeling on top of the world at the minute, to be honest with you, getting back into things. Obviously training here is hard and feeling tired, but obviously we come back with straight to sleep, or we lay down, and if we're not going to sleep we just chill, you know what I mean, or we can go down to town, get a coffee, and it's really unbelievable. It's good here.
Yeah, I've seen that. It seems like you're in a good bubble here. Like, you've got all the facilities around you, and if you want to go out for a little, a little bit of food or whatever, there's a nice bit of area to go to. But let's talk about I spoke to Kes about this technical spar between you and Kes.
You're bullying me, aren't you?
So talk to me about that. I know, obviously, you're both teammates, and I don't want to sort of spread rumours or look for a headline or anything like that, but how beneficial is it for you to be sparring somebody who's been to the Olympics, who's got a good amateur background like yourself?
No, obviously it's unbelievable sparring. Kez is super sharp, even with the technical sparring. If you make a silly move, he's going to hit you. Obviously the experience he's got as well, and as a professional he's got a bit more than me, so he's only going to bring me on and it's going to make me a better fighter, and that's what I need at the minute. And to be the best I am, obviously I've got to be around people as good as Kez, and obviously what the team that I've got around me.
Who's the better looking, you or Kes?
I think me.
Let me get my hair cut.
When I get my hair done properly, you catch me when I smoke up.
Like I said, June was the last time you fought in 2019. Has there been any update from your promoter on when you're coming out next?
Touchwood September.
Okay.
Hopefully September.
Is there a show that they're planning out? Can you give any details on that?
Hopefully the back garden, if possible. I'll be more than ready then.
Let's talk about that actually. Fight Camp Eddie's put on these 4 weeks of shows, ending next week with Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin. But what have you made of the whole setup? Because I spoke to Dave Caldwell yesterday actually, and he just said it's just fantastic the way it's been run. But talk to me about that. What have you made of the whole setup?
Well, to be honest, it looks really, really good at the minute. Can't complain. The fight's been down there has been great. But even just the way he's got it set out, even for the ring walk and things like that, it's just tremendous, isn't it? He's done a really, really, really good job on it.
To be honest, you've got to be ballsy to actually attempt to do what he's done.
Yeah, definitely.
In the UFC, we've seen Dana White, who's just ruthless and just full on ballsy. Like he just said, I'm going to get an island and I'm going to send my stars there, and he did it. And what he's done has proved to be a success. It seems like so far with Eddie Hearn, in week 3, and it seems like it is becoming, or it is a success. So fair play to him. But for anyone that's watching out there, that's going to be watching this interview, especially people that follow you. I know you do have a quite a large following yourself in regards to your community as well. What can they expect from you in the next 18 months, providing that we don't get hit with any more delays?
Just get out as much as I can. Just get as many fights as possible and try and get Kez's belt for him. Just try and get many fights as I can. Just get out as much as possible and just show what I can do and like put on a good show for everyone.
Obviously, people are not aware of your amateur background. You know, how much does that play a part coming into the professional ranks? I know you've only had 2 fights, so you've not been able to showcase your skills as much as you wanted to so far. But having this extensive amateur pedigree that you've got, how much do you think that'll help you going forward?
I think, obviously, having a good amateur pedigree, you got to carry it on through with the pros. But to be honest, I think I've got the talent. I think I've got the will to do it. I haven't left home and come away from my family and everything to sit in a room constantly, not a telly in a room. I had to go buy a fan yesterday because I couldn't even get asleep in the room. So I haven't done that just to come to be an ordinary professional boxer. I've come to go all the way to the top. That's what I want to do.
Fighting talk there. Moving away from yourself, I just want your prediction on a couple of fights that are coming up. First of all, an Olympian, Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. Looks like it's nearly done or it's done. Talk to me about that one.
I think it'd be a good fight. Obviously, at the minute, Garcia looks a great fighter, but to be honest, he's never really had someone in front of him to really hit him back. Obviously, he's stepped up a little bit, and he has. But obviously, Campbell's been there. He's fought the best in the weight, and he's Lomachenko, Linares. He's boxed them all. So I just think Campbell's going to have a bit too much experience for him, to be honest. But I think he'll be sharp for a few rounds.
And the last one I want to talk to you about, well, actually 2 that I want to talk to you about. Danny Garcia, Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence coming back from that car crash that, you know, he was lucky to survive in, he said. Talk to me about that one.
I think Spence, to be honest, but obviously where he's come out of a bad car crash, this is his first fight back. You don't know what he could be coming out not for a shot, he could be shy to throw, you know, like, you don't know what that car crash, the effect it's had on him. But I think Spence, to be honest with you.
And the final one, the 4th week of fight camp is going to be the Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin fight. That's going to be the main event. It seems that Dillian keeps going through these good level opposition whilst he waits for this WBC's shots. Talk to me about that one.
Obviously, well, as you said, he's fighting good opposition and getting his way through. But Povetkin, obviously a good opponent. He just needs to keep switched on and get the win, and that's the main thing. Don't worry about going in for the big knockout, or as long as you get the win, that's all that matters. And especially against a good opponent as well in Povetkin. So that's all I think that Dillian needs to do. Just go out and get the win. Just keep switched on, because I think he switches off some time in fights only. So that's all he needs to do, really, I think.
Right, Charlito. I think that's your adopted name now. Just for people that want to follow you on social media.
Needs to get on the show.
Yeah, he does. Just for anyone that wants to follow you on social media, because everyone loves, you know, like a good following in this day and age. Everyone needs a good following in this day and age. Just give them your social media handle.
My Instagram's Charles Frankham 1, Facebook's Charles Frankham, and I've got a page you can follow, and Twitter's Charles Frankham.
Charles Frankham, thank you very much for talking to Pro Boxer fans. I appreciate that. What's up, man?